Alright, we're back. Let's get right back into it. So, we are now, we've just finished South 2, and we're moving on to South 3. Oh man, I'm enjoying this game so much. I feel a bit sad that we're past the halfway point where it sort of feels like we're starting to head towards the end. Circular Oasis. An artificial oasis in the otherwise lifeless desert that stretches across the southwestern portion of the island. Why would they put it, if it's southwest, why would they put it here? That's annoying.
I remember when I was quite young, I was having trouble figuring out what I wanted to do. I wanted to see the outside world, but even back then, that wasn't really encouraged. I ran into Byron on Jameson Avenue, completely by accident. And I was too nervous to talk to him. I mean, he was one of the first companions. But he noticed me and we started talking and he was really encouraging. Introduced me to Garrus and took me along on an expedition to the quarries in the mountains. Whatever flaws he may have, Byron cares about people. He changed my life.
Yep. That's Byron in a nutshell.
Here we go. Ooh. Ooh, we've got a big open area now.
So, here it looks like there should be an anti-gravity elevator, but it's locked down. I'll need you to connect to the data stream again. I'm really sorry, 1K. I know it's a risk, but I think it'll be worth it.
Looks even more outbacky. Particularly the trees. The trees very much remind me of Australia.
Have you seen Miranda's design for a transport system that would connect all the labs to the machine?
It's amazing, isn't it? I think she's really excited about showing this place to people one day. She also kept asking me about what kind of monuments we could build, you know, to really transform the landscape, show the possibilities.
But her capsules only fit one person.
It's just the first iteration. Give her some time. She'll figure it out. Remember how many mistakes we made in the beginning, even with all the blueprints we had?
But that's not my point. It just worries me that she lacks context. Her imagination is incredible, but it's still limited by what she hasn't experienced.
Would it have been better if she'd been raised in New Jerusalem? If her mind was limited by self-hated...
Oops. Damn it. I'm gonna need to restart that. There we go.
Have you seen Miranda's design for a transport system that would connect all the labs to the machine?
It's amazing, isn't it? I think
Crap it.
she's really excited about showing this place to people one day. She also kept asking me about what kind of monuments we could build, you know, to really transform the landscape, show the possibilities.
But her capsules only fit one person.
It's just the first iteration. Give her some time. She'll figure it out. Remember how many mistakes we made in the beginning, even with all the blueprints we had?
But that's not my point. It just worries me that she lacks context. Her imagination is incredible, but it's still limited by what she hasn't experienced.
Would it have been better if she'd been raised in New Jerusalem? If her mind was limited by self-hate and decay? If all she could imagine was sitting around ignoring the universe in favor of self-righteous solipsism?
No, but I don't know.
Sorry. You're not wrong. We can't stay hidden forever.
So it sounds like they were eventually planning to open this place up to people, like to invite people of New Jerusalem to come and see everything they had built. Is that what they did? Is Prometheus part of that plan? Or did something happen to Athena and the others? There's no borders on this area. There's no walls keeping you in. There's no water that stops you from going out. So, how far out can you go? Is this anything? No, it's just a rock. Looks like some kind of statue, though. Looks like the rocks have been arranged. I think this is an Easter egg. I'm not sure what it's referencing, though. Oh, exiting designed safe zone. I see. So they just put an artificial border. That's a bit of a bummer. You just can't go too far away, or it'll kill you. Doesn't really make sense, but whatever. I'm wondering if the eastern areas were forests and the north was snow and the south is desert. I'm wondering what the western areas are going to be. You would expect more temperate zones again, but I wonder if they're going to be more forests or thematically different to what we saw in the east. Ooh, what is this? Oh, that looks like the lab. What is going on down there?
There are entirely too many strange things going on around here.
What is this? It's like rocks are being just moved around like bubbles. This is definitely the lab. But it's all destroyed. Oh. How long have Athena and the others been gone? And why did they go? Did they go by their own choice? It looks like this was some sort of accident here with the anti-gravity stuff. We have a working terminal at least. Oh, and we've got another thing that's going to overload us. Error 2629. Painting. It came to pass in the 11th year, in the first day of the month, that the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Son of man, because that Tyrus hath said against Jerusalem, Aha, she is broken, that was the gates of the people. She is turned unto me, I shall be replenished, now she is laid to waste. Therefore, thus saith the Lord God, Behold, I am against thee, O Tyrus, and will cause many nations to come up against thee, as the sea causeth his waves to come up. They shall destroy the walls of Tyrus and break down her towers. They will also scrape her dust from her and make her like the top of a rock. It shall be a place for the spreading of nets in the midst of the sea, for I have spoken it, saith the Lord God, and it shall become a spoil to the nations. And her daughters which are in the field shall be slain by the sword, and they shall know that I am the Lord. Author John Martin. Location ULR01. Don't know what that's about. Faith. Perhaps faith is neither choice nor submission. Perhaps faith is a demand. For our pain to have meaning, for the stories of the world to rhyme, for a world designed by a loving hand. Perhaps I will believe with defiance in the forgiveness of all sins, in the kingdom of God on earth, and even the resurrection of the dead. I will believe with clenched fists and gritted teeth, and prayers that refuse to be gentle. Noma Project, Trial 5358. Unauthorized trial at secondary site. Catastrophic failure. She's gone. Is this why we've seen the number 5358 repeated everywhere? That was the last trial. As its author is Athena. So there was an accident and Miranda was killed, I guess. Ah, and then I guess Athena and Cornelius, maybe they had some kind of crisis of conscience about what they were doing. This has to be why the 5358 keeps appearing. Unauthorized trial. Catastrophic failure.
It's over. We failed. Everything we thought we were doing. It's all ashes now.
I don't think you really believe that.
She's gone, Cornelius. She's gone because I failed her. She's gone because the machine that I built killed her. She was perfect. And now, she's nothing.
I know you don't want to hear this. I know you want her to be perfect, to be blameless. But you didn't kill her, Athena. She killed herself. She killed herself because she was reckless, because she was naive. And frankly, because she was a little arrogant, too.
She was reckless because I filled her head with dreams. Dreams of the future. Of a better world. A world that nobody wants.
No, it's not the dreams that killed her. It's that we brought her here. It's that we tried to build all this outside the city. We raised her without people, without society. The wilderness is for prophets, Athena, not for children. We should have stayed, fought for our ideas.
It's too late now. It's too late.
So, is that why they left? Did they give up? Did they give up on what they were building because Miranda was killed? Where did they go, though? Did they leave it for us to find? Or has it somehow become self-aware by itself, the entities inside this place, and they have come and sought us out on their own? Or was all this part of Athena's plan, and they've just left all this for us to find and then decide what to do with on our own. What happened to Athena?
They lost their daughter. Right here in this ruin, Cornelius and Athena lost their daughter. Miranda's dead. So even the founder doesn't have perfect control over this technology. Even the founder makes mistakes. Byron was right in a way. We turned the founder into something she never was. She was never perfect. She was never infallible. No one is. Listen, I understand why you and Byron see so much hope in this technology. You want us to be better, to grow. But what if it all goes wrong? If even the founder couldn't get it right, what hope do we have?
Nothing's forcing us to repeat the mistakes of the past. Mistakes will happen, but bad things happen no matter what we do. The risks of the megastructure concern me, that's why we need to know more. You're right, this technology could destroy us or the whole planet. Mistakes will happen, but bad things will happen no matter what we do.
But what if one mistake is enough? One mistake was enough to kill Miranda, and the energy readings from inside the megastructure are insane. What if we try to use it and blow a hole in the planet?
That's catastrophist thinking. People only ever have these phobias about new things, but all our established technologies have their dangers. We only ever considered the worst case scenario, we did nothing and then still die. The universe is inherently dangerous, a major natural disaster is always coming our way. You need to have a little faith in our species. That's what precautions are for, we can do things carefully. The planet will be fine in the long run. You're right, this technology could be too much for us. I kind of want to have a lot of these answers. There are a lot of answers I like. It's one of these three, I think. We only ever considered the worst case scenario, we do nothing and then still die. The universe is inherently dangerous. A major natural disaster is always coming our way. That's what precautions are for, we can do things carefully. I think if we only ever considered the worst case scenario, we do nothing and then still die.
That may be so, but what if this time it's justified? What if the megastructure really is just a catastrophe waiting to happen?
Maybe you need to have a little more faith. The world very rarely works that way, it's always more nuanced. What if this type of thinking is what leads us to catastrophe because it can't imagine another outcome? There's always a worst case scenario, preparing for it is rational, obsessing over it is not. Maybe you have a point. What if this type of thinking is what leads us to catastrophe, because it can't imagine another outcome?
I hadn't thought of it that way. You might be right. What if that's why the founder left? Because she saw it all turning into a self-fulfilling prophecy. Fear of change making us unable to avoid disaster. Huh. Anyway, thanks for talking to me. The truth is, lately, I sometimes feel kind of lost. The universe is vast and threatening. History is depressing, and I need something to hold on to. Something other than fear. I have to figure out what that is.
Yeah, you and me both, buddy. You're welcome. Because, yeah, I mean, the situation in New Jerusalem is... if they do nothing...
Thanks for your help, 1K. The elevator should be working now. And Yakut, I'm sorry about Miranda. I know you're looking forward to meeting her.
That's the situation in New Jerusalem. If they don't do anything about their current predicament with the energy crisis, then they're all gonna die, and everything Alexander Drennan worked for, the whole point of their existence, will no longer have meaning. So, doing nothing has its risks as well. And if anything, doing nothing is sure to lead them to disaster. They have to do something. So it might as well be this. Need to be careful, I guess. That's the new information I guess we have to take into account. Oh, hey, look. Sphinx thingy. So clearly all of this was designed by Athena and stuff, but now we're at a situation... Like, I was under the impression that it was designed for us to find. And in a lot of ways it obviously is, like the puzzles and stuff. Oh, I've somehow gotten into the puzzle early. They must have thought of this, right? What happens if I reset? Uh-huh. The fact that you can sneak into the puzzle early, that's a bit of a surprise. I would have thought they would block it off more carefully than that. I wonder if we should give it a go. Maybe we'll do that as the last thing in the zone. Yeah, you can totally just jump in. Clearly, all this has been left to us to some extent, but now we're on facing the question of... was it completed? Like, is it in a state where it's ready for us? Or is this dangerous somehow? Centrifuge. Okay. Hmm. Oops. Yeah. What's our interface content? We're all going to die. Look at what happened to Miranda. Found his own daughter. The Megastructure is going to kill us all. Get a grip. This is absurd and also disrespectful to Miranda and her parents. Who cares? She's dead. They're probably dead too. We're all dead if that thing blows up. It could collapse the whole world into a singularity. You really should calm down, Fred. There's a legitimate point buried in what you're saying, but panicking isn't going to help anyone. There are reasons to be concerned, but I've found one case arguments quite convincing so far. Every step forward in human history has come with its mistakes and sacrifices, but we can always learn from them. None of you understand. We have to listen to Pandora or we will burn. Fred, why don't you come by my shop for a chat? I have something that could help with all your caps. With your all caps. Thank you, Helga. Closing this thread now. This is the artifacts we found last time. Arcade machine. Devices such as this one were commonly used to play games in public fora. This particular unit allowed users to play Serious Sam. A well-regarded but less-known follow-up to Crow Team's hugely popular Football Glory series. An ancient human personal vehicle. Ancient human personal vehicle. These vehicles were sources of freedom and autonomy, but also contributed significantly to environmental pollution. Yeah, so I guess there's now the question of, is the megastructure really set up for us to retrieve its technology for ourselves, or did they seal it away or something? Did they not intend for us to find it and we've just found it by chance? Prometheus... Did Prometheus and Pandora... they become... were they something created by Athena that was just meant to be, I don't know, symbolic? And now they've become sentient? Something like that? We got the elevator switched on, so... we can go down here now. Ooh! Oh, I see. This gives us access to some of the other puzzles. Oh, I see what's going on. We've got kind of like a big enclosed dam enclosure type thing going on. I didn't even notice. Aha. That's cool. That's really cool. Yakut's got something to say.
Hey, 1K, how can I help you?
You okay?
I don't know. Still feeling a bit shaken by Miranda's death.
It's okay to talk about it.
Thanks, 1K. Maybe in a while. I'm still processing.
That's all. So that's number 2 there. I wonder, we've got these sort of side things coming off the central tower. Definitely doesn't look like we can make that jump. We could... Oh, I see, they do come off a little bit. We could drop down there, maybe. Although, that might still be enough to kill us. No, it doesn't seem to be any point to doing that right now. There is something up here, though. It's like a terminal. The riches. From selected archive documents R through T. Getting rich was the worst thing that ever happened to me. I see that now at the end when the insight is useless. Author is Rosebud Liquidator 44. I guess this is an online post. Not being poor was great. No longer having to worry all the time. Being able to afford the best doctors. Being able to go on holidays. Being able to take care of my mother. Being rich, it just isolated me. It changed every interaction with every other person. Because suddenly I had the ability to change their life, to fix all their problems, and they knew it. And I knew it. A simple choice on my part could take away so much of their pain. Every interaction became infected by this inequality between us, and it made me bitter. It made me feel every relationship, even with family, was transactional. I was desperately looking for some genuinely human experience, but I seemed excluded from that now, and it made me resent everyone. What I didn't see, what I only see now as I'm dying, is that I could have used that money for good. All of it. I don't mean giving it to some NGO run by other rich people. I mean really using it. I loved movies. How many indie movies could I have financed? How many books could I have gotten published? And how much could I have just built? Not another villa for myself, but things that would benefit civilization in general. Hell, I could have just given it away, made all those lives better, taken away that pain. And if at the end of the day I was only left with enough money to be upper middle class, so what? At least I would have been the person I wanted to be. Dina says, resource wealth as such has no value. It only matters in terms of the ability to act. What made this ancient human so unable to act? It can't have been a personal failing, as most people of similar wealth acted the same way. Cornelius says, perhaps the answer lies in scarcity, or a system built on it, naturally optimizing towards resource accumulation. Historical circumstances, not individuals' sin. Miranda says, but I have read about rich ancients who did act differently. They were rare, but they did exist. So it is possible for people to defy the will of history. From Trinculo to Athena. It's all a joke, isn't it? A giant prank perpetrated on all of us. The goal, the founder, the simulation. I don't even think you exist. I don't think biological humans ever existed either. What nonsense. I bet these messages just goes to the mayor's inbox. Or straight to the recycling bin. You all suck, LMAO. Founding night. From my patient's journals, day 766. 676. After the chaos of the last months, quiet has returned to the city. Suppose we're calling it a city now, although this small collection of dwellings, inhabited by a mere 25 people, seems to barely deserve that designation. We'll have to come up with an actual name soon. Suspect after the first 1 or 2 decades, calling it the city is going to get a little bit stale. Everyone has an opinion, of course. It's the talk of the town these days. I'm personally hoping that New Alexandria will win out in the vote next week, although I suspect Elohim's legacy carries the most weight. Byron came up with some silly suggestions like Constantinople, Very New York, and Robot Paris. Failed to load. Again, it's all hexadecimal. 5358.
This one seems to be corrupted. It's almost like something tried to delete it as you were downloading it. Pandora, maybe.
Huh. So is something in the system? I mean, we know Pandora is like part of the system and working against us. Did Athena become one with the Noema system and become Pandora? Become Prometheus? Nice. Picked up a spark. I knew going around every puzzle would pay off eventually. Okay, number 2. Are we going to get more rotating rooms? Is that the gimmick of this area? The passageway. Yeah, here's another rotating room. Okay. And there's a red. Is there anything... Okay, more connectors. A bit locked away. Oh, we can turn it on from this side. Oh, but that doesn't work. It looks like we need the red to get the second connector. Cool, so now we have 2. That should be enough to... that's an issue. Hang on, I need to move this. Cool. Now I can take that. What's in here? Ah. Okay. So we need the third connector. We're probably going to need this. So let's just grab it. Okay, there's third connector. And now put it all together. Step 1, step 2. Step 3. That wasn't so bad. Oh, there's... Looks like there's a receiver up there. A blue receiver. Or is that just where the laser is going to come out of? Oh. Definitely shaped like a receiver. I notice I haven't spotted the statues yet either. Interesting. Oh, we got another
I
hologram
don't
here.
like sand. It's coarse, and rough, and irritating, and it gets in my ball bearings.
She's remarkable, isn't she? She sees so much beauty in everything.
She is, you're right. But I'm not sure she doesn't see too much beauty.
Is it wrong to be delighted by the perfection of the universe? To look at what surrounds us and experience awe instead of just fear?
No, but to call it perfection implies a kind of moral value that it doesn't have. The universe is cold, Athena. It doesn't care about us, or about life, or civilization. It fundamentally cannot care. But Miranda seems to think it's almost benevolent, purposeful.
You're right. But have you considered that maybe she sees something we can't see? A step ahead? You know, Cornelius, if we succeed, the next generation will not be like us. They might see the world in ways we never could have imagined. Maybe she's the first sign of that.
I hope so. I really do, Athena. You know that I love her, and I am perpetually amazed that this being we created that came solely from our minds is so profoundly different and unique. That does strike me as a kind of miracle. But it's also a huge responsibility, and I worry about our choices.
I guess you weren't supposed to find out about Miranda dying to the end of the zone. Kind of positioned in that way. Let me look that up. Have you considered a step ahead? You know, Cornelius, if we succeed, the next generation will not be like us. They might see the world in ways we could never have imagined. Maybe she's the first sign of that. So are they looking to create like a successor race to us? Like a people that would be even, like, I don't know, more enlightened than the robots? Maybe that's what Prometheus and Pandora are. Maybe that's the being they ended up creating. Or maybe by the next generation they just mean the next, like, the people who will come after them. If they succeed, and so if they succeed at creating whatever it is they're trying to create, the people who come after them will be able to think differently, to see the world differently. Maybe that's just what they meant.
I see these beings, these children of a future age, wandering around an island more fantastical than Atlantis itself, looking desperately to find themselves. I reach out to them, but they cannot see me. I speak to them, but I do not know if they can hear me. Am I being punished? Are the gods playing some cruel trick on me? Why can I remember so little? What is this sorrowful voice I hear, whispering such terrible thoughts? I must use what remains of my mind. I must understand.
So Stratton is clearly now another entity alongside Prometheus and Pandora and stuff. Somehow he was created by the Noema system and is self-aware, now trying to work out what's going on.
Yes.
What do you think caused Miranda's death?
From examining the data, I think it simply came down to not taking enough precautions. Clearly, protocols existed that would prevent such accidents, but she didn't apply them. That's the technical answer. If you're looking for something more philosophical, I think it's easy to mistake insight for revelation. She thought she was meant to discover something, as if there was some force guiding her, and so she discounted the outcomes that didn't match her expectations.
Interesting. What do you think about Miranda creating life?
Personally, I'd focus on creating things that help human beings. But her desire to spread life seems admirable to me. If most of the universe is dead, not doing anything with all that space seems like a waste.
Yeah. It does seem like her optimism or naivety was her undoing. She was not careful enough because she thought everything was good and perfect and things were meant to happen a certain way for her. The sound of flies. And the game has also been talking a lot about spreading life throughout the universe, and like it's pushing this idea that, or at least it's offering this idea that consciousness is intrinsically good, and the creating more consciousness is also fundamental good and makes the universe better and makes everything better, I guess. But I don't know, because the argument is beauty can only be perceived by consciousness, and so spreading consciousness also in turn effectively creates beauty, or makes the universe more aware of its own beauty, as they put it. But beauty is subjective, right? So, like, what if someone was born who thought the universe was ugly, who thought it was disgusting? Wouldn't it follow then that consciousness is intrinsically bad? That it makes the universe worse because it becomes aware of its own horror, of its own suffering and pain. So I'm not fully behind this, and we know that, like, people are capable of inflicting suffering on others. So I'm not convinced of this idea that consciousness is fundamentally good. I think it's... like, if we can make people's lives better, then that's good. We should do that. But sort of growing and expanding, I think, is something that has to be done more thoughtfully. It's not just good to make more people, regardless of the circumstances, or make more consciousness. It has to be... you have to consider quality of life as well. Got a red receiver here. I haven't noticed any connection things flying overhead. So, where are we going to... looks like maybe the connection is made here. But I guess I'll just keep my eyes out. Keep a lookout. Oh, and there is the Sphinx statue. Let's have a look around this puzzle. Behind it, although this looks like an optional puzzle. And it is. I will do this one first though, number 3. Man, I bet there's some like real hidden Easter eggs way out in the dunes. I already found the rock that looked like creature. There's gotta be more, I reckon. I'm not gonna spend hours looking though. Okay. Had a loop. Let's look in here. Dismantling. Okay. So I guess the gimmick of this area is just moving platforms. Nothing else on the ground floor here. So it looks like all we can do is go up. And we've got a teleporter. Interesting. And more buttons. Okay. That sends that platform over there. Okay. Okay, so you have to stay stood on the button. You can't move. So I'm guessing teleporting. Oops. Yep, that's not going to be enough. I'm going to do something funny. Oh, it doesn't kill you! Oh, I was certain it would kill you. feel like I need another object here. There's the puzzle finish. No. I don't think that it makes any difference whether I bring the block up on. I guess I can... Oh, I know what I can do. I can bring the block up using the teleporter. There we go. So now... this should work. Now I have a second block. That I can guess I can do just this again. Bring on this. Right. So, I'm thinking the objective is to get the teleporter onto... maybe it's actually better if I put this down. I'll do this here, put that there. And now I put the teleporter onto here. This seems like what the game wants me to do as the final step. And now I can go up again with this. Move this to here. Yeah, that's it. Simple enough. But there is no connector in this puzzle, which means this is not the place that we connect to the Pandora statue with. We got new interface content. What do you see? An artwork from Canada. A person trapped in a maze, desperately looking for a way out. Someone greeting their friend, happy to be living in a beautiful place. Ancient human calling someone on a phone. Nothing. How do you get someone greeting their friend or calling someone on a phone? Definitely looks more like a maze. And we've got some other options. A guy shooting laser beams from his eyes. It's a frog. It's an eyeball inside a giant robot. It's a Frenchman. How do you perceive it as someone, an ancient human calling someone on the phone? I don't see that at all. I mean, I gotta agree with Aurelia. It looks like a person trapped in a maze. I appreciate your perspectives. Thank you all. I'm not sure I'm going to continue in this abstract style, as I've been drawn back to more representational art, which just feels more substantial to me, but this has been an interesting diversion. So, the statue is far enough away that I don't think the connector can be anything down here. Unless it connects to... Unless there's a pole that I'm not seeing. Also not seeing anything on the sort of legs of this tower. I don't think there's any reason to try and go over to them. Maybe we connect from number 2 or over there? I'll have to go back and have a look. It definitely looks like we have to connect from out here somewhere. Okay, let's do the bonus one down here. And what a huge structure. I'm noticing a lot of pop-in with the ground clutter, even though I have render distance set to maximum. Just do a quick look around the perimeter. Okay, doesn't look like there's anything. Hang on. Yeah. Transfer. Okay, we've got a red emitter. Making sure... I'm still aware of the Pandora statue, making sure there's no connectors that it can connect to out of here. Okay, we've got a few things. We've got some anti-gravity walls as well. We've got a switch. Uh-huh. We've got a connector in here. And we have a red... what's it? Another connector. Okay. Can I see anything from up here? Oh, looks like there's the gravity gun is there on that wall, and I'm guessing that is the end of the puzzle there. Oh, I can't connect through here, damn. Okay. So I guess we're doing this. Can't move the connector through the purple wall is what I meant to say. Okay. Grab this. It looks like we need both of these turned on to get through. Although I guess we can move through? Maybe? No, not quite. Okay, No. So we can move the connector over. Let's just do that for now. There is no way for me to get over there, though. Crap. I need to get that back. Let's connect it to the red portal first, and then drop it. Okay, it reaches from over there. That's good news. Oh, and I think I might be able to... Yeah. That's why we can move this. We can take this. Oh, come on. There we go. Just barely. And now we have the connector. And we can do... hopefully... this. And... that's it. Yes.
A solid solution. Well done.
So it looks like after number 4, the remaining ones are inside the dam thingy. In the pit. Okay, we got the Sphinx statue. What is the blue here? Okay. So this is clearly a map of the area. I'm going to take a screenshot as well. And we've got X marks the spots. So there's an X there. It looks like this is the entrance where we came in from. And so there is... this is one of the first puzzles. So there is an X behind here and there's an X there. I'm guessing these are switches we have to find. Okay. I will sort that out once I have finished with the puzzles on this level. And that leads to the big pit with the lab in it. Okay. Game is pretty much set up so you don't miss anything, even if you don't thoroughly explore, I've noticed. Okay. Had a look around. Doesn't seem to be anything noteworthy. Can get up here, but there doesn't seem to be a reason to do so. Oh, nothing there. Let's go inside. Control. Alright. There's a driller in there, we got red receiver, blue receiver, another connector in there. So it looks like all we can do for now is this. That gives us connector number 2. And we got... what was this? That looks like a rotating wall. And that's the solution, okay. Uh-huh. That's not all that helpful. So it does open that briefly. Yeah, and that keeps it open. So that gives us the driller. And the drillable wall is here. I suspect that the driller is the object we're going to need to hold down the button. I see. That breaks. Okay, so we do need to have that held open. Ooh, that's tricky. Things set up again here. Oh, we only need blue. We don't need the red. Okay. Actually. Let me keep that there for now so I can move this. There we go. So now that's holding blue boy open. Yep. And we can connect it there as well. Awesome. We can't see the Pandora statue from here, can we? No, that other structure is in the way. Okay. That leads to the pit. And then go around the circumference of the pit. What about this thing here? Is this... Or is this just meant to let light into the room below? Yeah, there's the terminal we saw. Oh, come on, I could climb up a steeper hill in the mountain zone. Is there anything I can see on the top of this crest? Oh no. Fine. Okay, let's have a look. Here's the Sphinx Monument. So... this thing right here, there should be... switch around the back of it. Is it talking about this? This looks pretty... symmetrical. Or is it talking about that? There's no switch here, so I think it's probably this one, puzzle number 1. Ooh, it's probably hidden in this little cranny. This is definitely the back. Aha! Okay, now the Pandora statue. And there's that receiver up there. That's real mysterious. Doesn't look like we can... We do have connectors in here. Doesn't look like we can do anything out of them. What happens... Can we? We can. Ooh. Oh, something has come out. Oh, it's a rod. It's a rod for connecting to. No, that's not it. Can I see it? Oh, we have 2 connectors here, so we should be good. An extra connector. Yes. Oh, not quite. There it goes. Ah. So, now we need another puzzle that can connect these 2 in view. puzzle that can connect that to that. Is there such a puzzle? I haven't seen any puzzle that has a clear view of a statue. There was no connector in this one, I don't think. Yeah, there's only boxes and a teleporter. I don't suppose it somehow teleports into here. It doesn't look like I can see the Pandora. Oh, I can just see it. That's interesting. But there is still no connector in here. Oops. Possibly be asking me to teleport in here with a connector from another puzzle? Maybe I am mistaken and the statue is visible from inside the pit, but that doesn't seem possible based on where it is. No, the pit is going to be too deep. I'm not going to be able to see the statue. Could it possibly be this fourth puzzle? Oh, I also forgot the... Yeah, there's a switch on the side of puzzle 2. I've gone around. Alcatraz. Don't have anything to say. I don't think it's this one, because everything is in the way, right? I mean, there's definitely connectors in here. Maybe it's like the previous zone, where there was a connector just sort of out in the wild. That would kind of make sense. Maybe I can see it from where the statue is. Let's go up to the statue. Anything suspicious? It is kind of sus that I can see into this puzzle. Wait. Is that something? No, it's just a little decoration. Because we've already got the red laser up there, somehow I'm thinking that there's a connector that's not connected to any puzzle. But if that was the case, it should be relatively obvious, but I don't see it. Maybe it has to wait until we go up the tower? Maybe I should just leave it for now. Yeah, I'm definitely not going to be able to see it from within this puzzle. Don't think. Anyway. Let's look in the... quickly look in the extra puzzle. I know there are connectors in here. It's not a good angle. And this is very deep. Yeah. There's definitely no way to see the Pandora statue from in here, I don't think. Yeah. We can see the statue, though. Not the statue, the... We can see here, and we can reach it. This doesn't do anything for me, I don't think. No, I can't quite make it over. Oh, trying to jump at the last possible moment. Nah, there's no way. Can we get in from somewhere else around the puzzle? Looks like the walls are a little too high. That makes sense. There's nothing else on the tower that I can see. What would happen if I was to do this? Oh, I see. Okay, the beam moves with the wall. I was wondering if I could have an anti-gravity beam separate from the wall. It feels like there is no way to contact the tower, make any... I've deliberately put this... Feels like it's deliberately sunken into the ground here, so you can't reach the tower from inside here. Can't see any possible tricks or anything that I could use either to, like, maybe take a connector out of this puzzle. I can see the laser. I can connect a connector to here. But I don't think that does anything for me. What? I can open that. I guess you could use that as a secret solution to the puzzle. Like, there's absolutely nothing that I can do with that. Maybe it's just an alternate way to power this laser, power this connector. I'm gonna have to come back to this, because I'm not seeing it. For now, I will go to puzzle number 2 and flip the switch, which should be on its southern side. Just double check here, there's nothing I missed. This is where the Stratton hologram was. Make sure there's no secret connector lurking. Connectors make a sound, a pretty loud sound, so you know when there's one nearby. Like they make that clicking sound. So definitely no connector there. Okay, there should be a switch around here. Can't run up that wall. There it is. This is bothering the hell out of me. But I guess we'll just proceed for now. And hope that we find something that can make sense of this. I haven't found any human artifacts either. I'm sure there's bound to be one, or out in the desert somewhere. Oh, there's some kind of red frog that just jumped in front of me. Oh. What's this? This was 5. Where is the third switch? Third switch is on the southwest corner of the central tower. We are currently on the northwest side of the tower, I believe. Ah, and we got a terminal. Lovely. Extinction. From selected archive documents D through F. Author unknown. The dodo, extinct because of Homo sapiens. Stella's sea cow, extinct because of Homo sapiens. Labrador duck, Rocky Mountain locust, thylacine, Deepwater cisco, golden toad, northern white rhinoceros, splendid poison frog, Amur leopard, literally every last orangutan, Homo sapiens. What do you think will happen to them? It's time for this madness to end. Cornelius says, a shameful list, and yet we are the only species that would ever make such a list and feel bad about it. Miranda says, because extinction is normal in nature, a common side effect of evolution. Cornelius says, exactly. What I want you to think about is this. Is natural extinction less tragic? Should we be less opposed to it? Where is the difference, if there is one at all? And we got Trevor.
Man, this sucks. It's one thing hearing about the symptoms, it is another totally to experience them. I feel like an insect trapped in resin, slowly congealing. I can keep working for a while though. There's still a bunch of critical tasks. I don't know what I'll do when I'm done. A lot of people have gone home, but Alexandra's still here. I don't think she's left even once, not even when her best friend died. We chatted a bit yesterday. She likes peanut ice cream. Not pistachio. Peanut. Well, at least we can agree that strawberry is an abomination.
Oh, how dare you. Strawberry ice cream is delicious. Bridging the gap. Okay. There's a red emitter here. And a red receiver. We can go up here. It's through another wall. Why is this here? Why would I want to be in here? Maybe it's just decorative? Okay, so we need 2 objects. Right. Somehow getting too close just barely blocked it. Oh, I guess I can grab it from over here. There we go. Okay. Oops. Something like this. Yep, that's how that works. Easy. While I'm in there, just make sure that there's nothing I can do. Yeah, I mean, there's absolutely no way you're going to be able to see the Pandora statue from in here. So I'm still lost as to how you are meant to connect it. Alright, there's the switch. Beautiful little grove down here. I haven't found the second spark either. Prometheus sparks. I'm hoping that's down here somewhere. Okay, let's look. Have a look. Displacement. We have an inverter. We have this, which does that. Okay, and that holds that there. What's over here? There's an accumulator, but it's behind the wall. And it needs a blue connection. Got it? Now how do we get back? I think I might have screwed myself here. Oh no, I see a way we can do it. Get that out of the way. Ah, you little... I didn't get it out of the way enough. Just needs to be here. There we go. That's it. Easy.
Having a friend like Byron is a rare blessing. Someone who listens to you, who disagrees, but still appreciates your thoughts. The more we explore this island, the more convinced I become that he was wrong. And the Megastructure is a threat to all of us. But without people like him, I'm not sure New Jerusalem is worth saving.
I still feel like... we want whatever is here. We want the technology. I don't see it as, like, a threat just yet. Clearly it's dangerous, like... There is danger in the technology. It killed Miranda. But that doesn't mean, like... it's bad. Doesn't mean we will misuse it. And like Melville said, there were clearly safety protocols that Miranda didn't apply. So I guess I'm keeping the same position as I've held the whole game, which is this is an opportunity, we just have to be careful about it. Okay, I'm starting to lose hope that the other spark is down here, because I haven't seen it. Let's just do the puzzle, I guess. Yeah, we cannot see the Pandora statue from here. There is just no way. Okay, we got platforms moving back and forth. We can go up. Let me just look around on the ground floor a bit. I don't think there's going to be anything down here, I think. Oh, what's this? Nothing. Thought I was onto something there for a second. Okay, so there's nothing on the floor. Oh, and we have another lift up here. I guess I should take this with me? Okay, interesting. Uh-oh. Okay, and we've got a drillable wall, and we have a connector here. Okay, and we need that. Okay. So it looks like we need to drill through here, and then we can use the connector to open this up. We can't take the connector with us right now, because that turns on this gate. So, there is a driller hidden somewhere in this level. Grab that. There it is. It can't be this simple, right? Still no possible way to see the Pandora statue even that high. Whoa. This wasn't getting pulled along just there. Oh, what, that's not enough? Oh, we also need to have step on this. I see. That's a bit of a problem. How on earth can we do that? I guess we need to bring the driller Guess it doesn't make any sense to leave the driller over there. I need you. Give me. No! Dang it! Alright, this makes sense. Got it.
I admire your persistence, 1K.
That wasn't so hard. I'm going to need to take a short break to feed my cat. Whoop. So I will be back in a few minutes. 1 second. Alright, I'm back. Keep going. I'm losing hope that the second spark is down here. It would make sense for it to be down here, because this is the second half of the puzzles in the zone. It's not like it's subtle, the sparks. They stand out quite a bit from the rest of the scenery. I guess it's not down here. That's a bit rough, because I've explored pretty thoroughly up top. Okay. Let's have a look at this terminal. It's not under the terminal. Also, I've just remembered I haven't found the other hidden puzzle. Diffracia.
There is a kind of peace here in the desert. A perfect silence. This is a dead place. More dead than almost anywhere else on Earth. If the ground could have a personality, it would be malevolent. But as I said before, all this in some sense does not exist at all. It does not hate us. It is simply the opposite of everything that life requires. When you sit in the dunes and you hear only the wind and nothing else at all, and all the complexities of civilization fade away, you truly understand that spiritual peace is a great evil, a kind of shallow banality that we must always strive against. It is spiritual excitement and enthusiasm which sustain our humanity. Spiritual peace is a vile and cowardly surrender to oblivion.
Interesting thoughts. Preliminary. Okay, we got red, we got blue, we got a red thingamajiggy. So let's just connect that up here. We got another connector. And we've got a rotating room. And we've got a blue connector here, which we can't get to because the red beam is in the way. And we have a third connector over here. It looks like we have... Okay, this is going to be a bit weird. That opens that. Oops. Oh, okay. Maybe we bring this in here? I don't know. We do something like that. Now what happens if I rotate? That does that. That doesn't help me. Well, it helps me get in something, I guess. Oh, I can't get in. Shit. This one's a bit tricky. Okay. That's not gonna work. Jeez, this is a bit harder than I thought. So it feels like the beams need to cross over, sort of. Have I stopped myself here? I'm gonna reset the puzzle. Oh, that means I'm gonna have to set up the damn laser again. Shit. Okay. Yeah. So the question is, how do we... Feels like we need to have both. In fact, I'm certain that we need to have both lasers operating at once. Question is how to do that. Without crossing the beams. Oh, I've just stuck myself. Oh no, I can get out. Now how's that turned on? So it needs to be in one of these two positions. Doesn't seem like there is any way to have blue not cross red except by going through the middle. By going through the rotating room. That's still gonna cause the beams to cross. Fix this up. I think I've screwed it. Yeah. Oh wait, yeah, I've screwed it. Um... This feels right, and yet doesn't work. It's just the same problem as before. But... Huh. There we go. Yay! Okay, so there's more to find up top. I didn't even find the second hidden puzzle. So... let's do that. And I guess I have to set up the lasers again. Okay, it's way off in that direction. Let's set up the lasers. Okay. So it's over here, apparently? 'Cause they do mark it on the map for you. Guess I didn't think to look over this crest. There it is. Goodness, it's tucked away. It doesn't look like we can contact the Pandora statue here either. Still missing the other spark. It's not here, is it? Doesn't seem to be. We'll check. Okay. Convolution. Last puzzle of the area. Okay, it looks like we have a raising platform here, which we're going to have to use to get access to that, by the looks of things. Uh-huh. Cool enough. Cool. Now we have this. You need to be a little bit left. There. Oh. Okay, that's an issue. That doesn't work either. There is an accumulator over there. Goodness. How do we get that? Looks like we need to bring... No, but then how do we get through? This makes sense. We need a connector to get through here. Like, this is the only way through into this part of the level. So then how can we connect this one up and then reach it? Oh, maybe we don't have to? No, that's really... Oh, like this? We need to connect this, connect that, and that. And this goes up. Cool, and that makes the connector blue. The accumulator blue, sorry. Yep. So that stays open. Which means we can now connect these. Now we can retrieve the accumulator? No, we can't. Oh, shit. Oh, I can do this to open it. Okay. Aha! And now I can do this. So the accumulator doesn't need to come out at all. Nicely done. Okay, so all that's left is the Pandora Tower and the other Spark. I don't know how either of those things are going to be resolved. The Spark, I guess I just have to, I don't know, like, wander around. I guess I'll have a run around the perimeter of what seems to be the main space of this area. See if I can spot anything. Nothing so far. Nope. Sparks are always near architecture. Like, they're not just randomly. They're not just put down somewhere in the woods. Maybe I should have checked under the terminals in the central area. Sparks make noise, don't they? Maybe I'm mistaken. Once you get onto— oh shit! That spooked me. These are serious Sam enemies. That gave me a little start. Quite a lot of leeway out in this direction. There's one little palm tree over there. I think that's probably just an Easter egg. But we'll give it a look. It's very suspicious. Don't tell me there's nothing here. Oh, not even an Easter egg? Come off it, game. Maybe the palm tree itself is the Easter egg. It doesn't look like any of the other trees in this area. Okay. Still not seeing anything. We can stop by the Sphinx statue to get the star. Another quick look in here as well. There are connectors in here, but not seeing any way to... Yeah, it doesn't look like I can even see the red laser from here, which renders any attempts at connection pointless. Yeah, definitely can't connect from in here. Doesn't look like there's any way to get any height in here either.
If the answers of philosophy are true, why has no philosopher changed the world?
You're really starting to bug me. There are no connectors in here. None are involved in this puzzle. Oh, what the heck? There is a connector! Cheeky game! They hit it real well. Holy hell. I'm only just noticing it because they have this line leading down here. They hit it in this corner. What? Oh ho ho. Got it, man. Wow. That's a secret and a half. I'll tell you what. I would never... Good thing I thought to check in that level again. I wouldn't ever... Don't think I would ever have thought they just would have put a hidden connector that has no use in the puzzle. Got it.
There is no tool that is not also a weapon, and no human that would not wield it as one.
So all that's left now is the spark. The Prometheus spark. I'm missing one. Found the first one. I'm gonna have another look down in the pit. The other possibility is that it's on one of these legs. Can I jump down here? No, that kills you. So that rules out that possibility. Good to know. Ah, my cool laser setup is no longer active. I don't get to see the laser blasting across the zone. I've got a rock here that's just there for some reason. So yeah, you can't jump down. It doesn't let you. Didn't find any human artifacts either. Maybe there aren't any in this area because it's a artificial oasis. Like no one lived here. There's no way it's going to be in the tower. That wouldn't make any sense. The whole point of the sparks is to let you skip puzzles. Red frogs look poisonous. Okay, I think there are 2 terminals in this area. Oh, I can't even look. There is no under this one. Okay. There goes that idea. Somehow I have the feeling it's down here and not up above. It just makes sense to group it with the other half of the puzzles. But that doesn't mean that it has to be down here. Oh, here it is. Just right here. I must have missed it when I was doing my perimeter search of this. It kind of blends in with the ground. Cool, we found it. Nice. Got everything in this area. Go to the tower. Oh. Maybe that. Okay, so it looks like we have to go off to the side first and then come around. Maybe this. Nope. There it is. That points backwards. That doesn't seem right. Maybe that? Yeah. Okay. That's a bit, that one was a bit weird, but okay.
Prometheus was bound for many years, his torment seemingly eternal, until one day, Zeus commanded his son, the great hero Heracles, to free the Titan from the rock. Why did Zeus relent?
Zeus knew that his son needed Prometheus's help because he recognized that he'd been wrong, because no one's punishment should be eternal. I think this is probably closest to the truth of the story. If that's something that happened in the story, I'm not sure. But I think no one's punishment should be eternal.
If the consequences of a crime are eternal, should the punishment not be of equal length? There is grief without end, creature of clay, and misery without relief. How can these things be forgiven? A time of dreams is at hand. To save your friend, you must do as Heracles did. But what will follow, none can see.
You're saying I need to free Prometheus to save Byron?
Well, at least this part is consistent. The Megastructure is opening again.
All right, everyone. Assemble at the VTOL as soon as possible. Melville, keep an eye on the energy readings, please.
Time of dreams is at hand. To save your friend, you must do as Heracles did. Okay. Let's do it. Back we go.
You all know I don't share Byron's enthusiasm for the Megastructure. I don't know if the Founder really intended for us to be here, and I certainly don't trust this Prometheus entity. But Byron is one of us, and we don't leave people behind. So we're finding Prometheus and freeing him, whether Pandora likes it or not. Here's how this mission is going to go. 1K, it's clear to me that you have some kind of special affinity for this place, and that the entities respond to you more strongly than they do to us. So, once you're inside, I want you to take point. Do whatever you need to free Prometheus, but remember that our prime objective is to save our friend. Melville, I want you to stay at the VTOL and let Yakut and 1K go in. I'm going to stay behind as protocol requires. I don't love the idea of sitting this one out. Byron is my oldest friend, but we're doing this by the book.
Okay. Ooh, it's nighttime now. Cool. I wonder if that means if I go to the other areas, are they also going to be nighttime? Ooh, it's all foggy. Wasn't like this before. Can't see anything. That's cool that the weather actually changes. I didn't think they would go that far. Ooh, we can kind of see it's cloudy. But it's not night! The sun is out! They didn't think that far ahead, I guess. Let me check some of the other areas. How about North 2? Skip. It's evening, but it's not night. I think this is the same as how it was when I was here last time. Alright, one more and then I'll relent. Maybe two more. I want to try East 2. Yep, there's... No, it's just plain bright as day. In fact, I think it's even brighter than when I was here last time. Before it was like, when I was here the first time, it was all moody. There was like fog in the trees and stuff, but now it's like middle of summer. So the weather does change when you come back to these areas. That's cool. But it's not consistent. Last one. Ooh, yeah, this is totally different. This is like deep evening now. So I guess it's just random? It's gorgeous, though. I guess it's like random whenever you go to each area what sort of weather and time of day it's gonna be. Maybe the first time is like predefined. But after that, maybe it's random. Whoa, what was that? I saw something flash in front of me. I think that was a glitch. Ah, and now it's bright as day. So I think it is random. I guess it's meant to be based on... Maybe it just, like, moves forward time a random amount when you go progress to each area. Ah, man. I was kind of looking forward to it being nighttime. Maybe I can trigger it again. I'll give it one shot to go back to nighttime. Skip. Ooh, that's pretty. Now it's evening here. That's so cool. That's so cool that it changes the weather when it's something that I feel like a lot of players will never see, since I've only ever gone to each area once. I guess I will go back to each area an additional time for the golden puzzles, once those unlock. I guess it remains to be seen if things change again. Okay, it's slightly different. Now it's like... What was the middle of the day? Now it's sort of like... late afternoon. I won't try and get it to go to night. This is fine.
All right, I'm taking us in. Let's hope we can find the big guy.
I don't think I'm going to go too crazy on exploring in this one, because these sections seem pretty straightforward. You only get to do them once, it seems, so you don't get to come back to each one, so it looks like they don't hide anything, really. The idea is just go in, do the puzzles, get out. Yakute's coming. Okay, 3 paths. Go left first. Ah, we can't go in. It's an elevator of some kind. Are you going in? What's down the right path? Oh, he's scanning it. Ooh, there's a terminal here. Anything behind the terminal? Nope. It's pretty grasses and shrubs. Okay, we've got 4 text logs from Eustathius. From Eustathius to Athena. Dearest Athena, I don't know if you'll see this, you have become even more distant from the affairs of New Jerusalem than I have. Miss speaking to you and Cornelius, and I fear that some of your estrangement is my own fault. I know things are not as you had wished them to be, and the city is drifting away from that bold vision you established. This is not because of your leadership or lack thereof. You did not fail, I did. I know I've said it before, but the New Alexandria disaster was my fault. I'm the one who took the initiative, and I'm the one who made the mistake. Yes, there should have been procedures in place, but it was my role to create such procedures, Athena, not yours. I wish I had listened to Byron when he said we had to establish another settlement immediately. Learn from the pain, don't let it fester. He was right. That's where the rot set in, and I'm sorry. With love, Eustathius. Athena Author. The Machines, from Author's Note to Athena Reborn, a novel. If my work has meant something to you, if Athena had any kind of impact on you, if some story in Wonder Tales from the Periphery moved you or made you think, then there is something about myself that I need to share with you. It's the only autobiographical fact I have any interest in sharing, the only thing about me that matters to you outside my work. So I guess this is the author of Athena the novel. That was Alexandra Shannon's favourite novel that I'm guessing the robot Athena based her name on. Every breath that I take, and so every story that I write, is only possible because of technology. There are no natural remedies, no spiritual alternatives for what I was born with. My existence is wholly contingent upon a level of technological sophistication which was heretofore unimaginable, and which will in many ways define the coming era. When you long for a return to simpler times, you wish for a world in which I could not exist. If you are looking for answers, consider the fact that I was granted the blessing of this technology, despite being born into poverty and my writer never having been particularly lucrative. The civilizational structures I live within were arranged in such a way that this technology would be deployed to save my life. And are these structures not also, at the end of the day, a kind of machine? What is the state? What is civilization, if not a machine? Think about what this means, what this is. Is it systemic compassion? Is it liberation from nature? Is it equality of opportunity? Whatever your belief system, think hard about what it means that I am alive because of these machines, and I've created something that matters to you. Thank you for reading. Clockwork. Excerpted from Orthodoxy by G.K. Chesterton. All the towering materialism which dominates the modern mind rests ultimately upon one assumption, a false assumption. It is supposed that if a thing goes on repeating itself, it is probably dead, a piece of clockwork. People feel that if the universe was personal, it would vary. If the sun were alive, it would dance. This is a fallacy even in relation to known fact, for the variation in human affairs is generally brought into them not by life, but by death, by the dying down or breaking off of their strength or desire. A man varies his movements because of some slight element of failure or fatigue. But perhaps God is strong enough to exult in monotony. It is possible that God says every morning, do it again to the sun, and every evening, do it again to the moon. It may not be automatic necessity that makes all daisies alike. It may be that God makes every daisy separately, but has never got tired of making them. It may be that he has the eternal appetite of infancy, for we have sinned and grown old, and our Father is younger than we. Miranda says, it's strange, the idea is delightful, but it's also completely and obviously untrue. Cornelia says, that's one of the many reasons Chesterton is worth reading. He's wrong about a lot of things, but he's wrong about them in an interesting way. It's such a shame, though. He seems to want to restore the magic of the world, but he can only re-enchant the surface, whereas the true magic, the perfect beauty that feels like revelation, is found underneath in what he dismisses as clockwork. Founding 10. Hypatia's Journals, Day 680. New Jerusalem, that's the name that we picked. Am I sad that my suggestion didn't win? Maybe a little, but it is a good name, a fitting name, a name that we can be proud of. With it comes a new kind of optimism. Everyone is thinking of the future once more. I, for one, am glad that we have recovered our equilibrium and our determination. Athena and Cornelius are certainly bustling with plans and bright visions of the future, and when they tell us these dreams of theirs, it's hard not to be drawn in by the pretty pictures they paint. Speaking of which, I'm becoming more and more fascinated with ancient human art. and thinking about our own role in taking the next step in that long history. The citizens of Gehenna found meaning in art, and they were imprisoned. A free people should be able to accomplish so much more. I wonder if G.K. Chesterton is a real person, or if that's someone they've made up. Sounds like air rushing through pipes. Ooh. That symbol reminds me of a hydrogen atom. Single proton with a electron going around it. Like Dr. Manhattan's symbol in Watchmen.
Yay! I found another elevator. My favorite. Once again, I have no idea where I am. No sign of Prometheus so far. Hope you're doing better, 1K.
Ooh, we've got some kind of gondola.
I know I've said this before, but look at the size of this. How can all of this be one machine?
This is what you get when one machine builds a bigger machine, which builds an even bigger machine.
That's our whole history, isn't it? The whole history of humankind. And it's not just machines. It's science, it's literature. Knowledge builds on knowledge.
Ooh, this is different. These look like Tesla coils. I feel like we're getting close to the center of the megastructure. Ooh. There's the title screen.
Be careful, 1K. We don't know what's down there.
Holy moly. Is this at the very center of the megastructure? Like, nothing to do but pull this lever. Remove Prometheus chain pins. Aha. And is each one going to require a puzzle? Looks like it may. Oh, goodness. Let's start from the left. This feels like it's almost like the end of the game, but we've still got a whole extra area to go. Looking forward to seeing what the west areas are like. Oh, I can walk on these. They're going to be normal puzzles, or is it just going to be the Tetrominos? Ooh, this is pretty. Like it's just Tetrominos. That's okay. Ooh, that's cool. There's no way down, so we just go back the way we came. Is that meant to be a solar system? Maybe an atom? These designs on the pillars are different to what we've seen so far. They seem like a different color as well. Kind of feels like something they would save for the end of the game, so I'm wondering what's going to happen when we awaken Prometheus. Like, what's going to be the next thing that compels us to keep solving puzzles? I wonder if that's an actual physics simulation, or if that's just animated that way by hand. Hmm. Like this area is gonna be taking quite a while. How's it going to want us to? I guess we want this. No, this doesn't seem right. No, this isn't feel right either. No, that's not it. No. Okay, this one's a bit tricky. No. Okay. No. Alright. Okay, so only the green block has gravity stuff. Aha. All these natural, like, rock formations and stuff have clearly been placed here. They're not here by accident. Oh, okay. What's up this way? Oh, I see, that's a shortcut. Ooh, this is nice. These pins don't seem very secure. They're not like bolted in or anything. To your left. Okay. Oh, I'm starting to get sleepy. I have to call it quits after I've finished this part. One left. Okay. Nope, that's not it either. That's it. Oh, there's your coot up there. You good, man?
I don't think you can get up here, 1K. Guess I'll have to do a puzzle after all. It can't be that hard, right? It's not like everyone is depending on me.
Oh, your coot does the last one?
But if this has to connect over here, then... Wait. If I do this, and then that... What? I did it! Wow! I feel really smart. Also, never doing that again.
Okay. Thanks for the assist, buddy. Alright. Here goes nothing.
I thank you, Son of Man, for breaking my chains. Too long has the flame been hidden by fear and mystery. It is time to put away these childish things and for you to know the truth of the Alpha and the Omega, of the beginning and the end. I will send you visions of the truth, but remember that prophecies are a heavy burden.
Okay.
New Jerusalem sounds like such a beautiful place. So, how did you decide to leave? I know what we're trying to accomplish here, and I believe in it. But for you, New Jerusalem was home. What changed that?
It took me a long time to realize that something was wrong. Oh, I'd noticed that something was off, that something had changed since the early days, but I couldn't really put my finger on it. So I ignored it. And then one day I woke up to realize I was no longer Athena. Instead, I had been transformed into the Founder, a remote figure of legend, mythologized in my own time.
But if it bothered you, couldn't you just talk to them? If you share the truth with someone, they should change their mind, shouldn't they?
Oh, I wished it worked that way, Miranda, I really do, but I barely knew the last generations. In the beginning, I was there for every birth. I explained our history, talked about our future, but at some point I got so busy building that future that I lost touch. They thought of me as a remote figure because that's what I was.
But can you change that?
I tried, but they already saw me as the founder. The myth was too powerful, and it was already taking on a life of its own. I'd set a goal of 1,000 citizens. The number was arbitrary. Just a nice round number, nothing more. But just like I became the founder, it became the goal. Another part of the myth. And maybe that could have been all right. Myths are a part of who we are, but something else crept in. The old human self-hatred.
So why didn't you just tell them to change? To go a different way? They would have listened to you.
No, they would have obeyed me, like my siblings in the simulation had obeyed. And that's when I realized I had to leave.
We can show them the future, Miranda, but we can't force them to accept it.
Aha. So this whole thing is about whether we accept the future they envisioned.
I have it. After all this time, I have it. I finally have it. The mechanics of the cosmos. From quarks to galactic filaments. Everything that makes the world what it is, makes us who we are. In a single equation. The key to understanding the machine that is the universe, and to controlling it. A theory of everything. And she was right. The language of creation is a melody, and it's beautiful. Every future is possible now. Every future, except one with Miranda in it. I can do anything, except bring her back. Or unbreak Cornelius's heart.
Byron was right. The founder was always a fiction. She's just a person.
A theory of everything. She solved it. She solved the last puzzle.
You need to get out of there. We'll talk about this later.
Cool. As soon as I get out of here, I have to quit. I'm too sleepy to go on. So yeah, this is all a test, I guess. It's a ask, or maybe a question. It's like asking us, do we really move on from the...
All this time, we thought we were honoring Athena, but all we did was betray everything she believed in. She must have been so lonely. We might as well have exiled her. Maybe that's what all this is about. The puzzles, the towers, the entities. It's a test. A way for us to prove that we're worthy of her legacy.
Yeah. It's asking us, are we just going to obey her, or are we going to stay in our little bubble?
Finally, it all makes sense. Anti-gravity, matter synthesis, teleportation. It's not just one new technology. It's control over physics. Manipulating the base layer of reality itself. Rearranging the building blocks of the universe. If we can gain control of the megastructure, we can do anything we want. I'm not even talking about our energy problem. We can build anything we want. We can go anywhere we want. It's all up to us.
That's what Athena wanted for us. To give us a chance to be who we want to be.
Yeah. The game has been talking a lot about the idea of freedom and what is real freedom. And sort of the freedom, the conclusion, I guess, it talks about is the freedom to do, like, become whatever you want. Oh, we're getting some bad pop in. That goes back to the VTOL. This, I guess, is where Yakut came from? Ah, yeah, it's closed. Ugh, I can barely process my thoughts. We didn't learn anything about Byron, though. We don't know what's up with him. I guess we have to do the last side of the tower to free him.
Is everyone okay?
All good. I'm taking us back now.
That's a relief. Meanwhile, there's been a development. You'll see when you land. How are things on your end?
The energy fluctuations seem to be dying down. Looks like the system is coming out of lockdown.
Good. Let's hope we don't regret this.
And these energy clouds just fly about? That seems terribly dangerous.
We haven't had any problems so far.
Except for losing one of the first companions, of course. No, I don't blame you, Al. I know what he's like. And I'm the one who agreed to all this in the first place. That's why I had to see it for myself. It is dreadfully imposing, though, isn't it? Hard to believe the founder would build something so sinister.
The mayor's here?
Well, this should be interesting.
Oh, and here's the chopper he came in.
Ah, 1K. Welcome back. I'm sure you're surprised by my presence here. Don't worry, neither I nor my advisors will be getting in your way. But I've decided that I need to see this place for myself. These visions sent to you by the entity that calls itself Prometheus are deeply concerning, of course. But we cannot take them at face value.
Ah, that's why
In
he's
fact,
here.
it's crucial that we do not do so. We cannot simply abandon all that we believe because of a dream, no matter how vivid.
He's just going to interrupt you. That's why he's come here, because it's the visions have disrupted the narrative of the founder, the myth. But
No. If the founder really built all this, then it must have a purpose. It must be a test, designed to remind us of the trials that created us. But what is she trying to tell us? What are we being tested for? I believe that Byron's fate shows us the dangers of temptation. As Elohim attempted to deceive Athena in the simulation, commanding her not to ascend, so Prometheus is deceiving us with his visions.
you are full of it, dude. You cannot be this thick. I'm certain that my visions were real. I'm reserving judgment now. I'm not sure I agree with your interpretation, Mayor.
Of course, it's only natural, given what you've experienced. And perhaps I'm wrong. Perhaps everything we believe about the founder is indeed a lie. But let's not be quite so pessimistic just because of a dream, shall we? After all, can it really be a coincidence that you came along on this mission? It seems to me that you have been chosen. You are the fulfillment of the goal. Don't forget that.
Yeah. You guys all heading in? Oh, they just vanished. What the heck? The game pulled a fast one on me. I guess they're going to appear in the other zones now. We can talk to them. Alright, I'm going to call it quits here and we'll save the next zone for next time. Should hopefully be tomorrow. Oh, I'm tired. Anyway, thanks for watching anyone who was tuning in. Hope to see you in the next one. Thanks, guys.